Hi, you are watching The Times News. The Israeli military has carried out airstrikes on targets belonging to the Palestinian militant group Hamas in southern Lebanon and the Gaza Strip. The military said the attacks were a response to a barrage of 34 rockets fired from Lebanon into northern Israel on Thursday, which it blamed on Hamas. Militants in Gaza fired dozens more rockets after the strikes began. Tensions are high following 2 nights of Israeli police raids at the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem earlier this week. The raids triggered violent confrontations with Palestinians inside the mosque, which is Islam's third holiest site, and caused anger across the region. Hamas did not say that it fired the rockets from Lebanon, which was the biggest such barrage in 17 years. But its leader Ismail Haniyeh, who was visiting Beirut at the time, said Palestinians would not sit with their arms crossed in the face of Israeli aggression. Israeli officials said hours after the Israeli strikes, 2 Israeli sisters were killed, and their mother was seriously injured in a shooting attack near a settlement in the occupied West Bank. They were in a car that crashed after being shot at near the Hamra Junction, in the north of the Jordan Valley. The mayor of the settlement of Efrat said the sisters, who were in their 20s, and their 48-year-old mother lived there and were immigrants from the UK. The UK Foreign Office said it was saddened by the news. "We are saddened to hear about the deaths of 2 British Israeli citizens and the serious injuries sustained by a 3rd individual," a statement said. The Israeli military said its forces were blocking roads in the area and had started a pursuit of the terrorists. The shooting took place hours after Israeli warplanes carried out airstrikes in southern Lebanon and the Gaza Strip. The military said they were in retaliation for the biggest rocket attack on Israel launched from Lebanon for 17 years, which it blamed on the Palestinian militant group, Hamas. The rocket barrage followed 2 nights of Israeli police raids at the Al-Aqsa Mosque in occupied East Jerusalem that caused anger across the region. Overnight, there were 2 or 3 explosions around the Rashidiyya Palestinian refugee camp, 5 km, 3 miles, south of the Lebanese coastal city of Tyre. Lebanese media also reported strikes on the outskirts of the village of Al-Kulayla, another 4 kilometers further south, that a small bridge was destroyed. The Israeli Defense Forces said in Gaza, more than 10 Hamas targets were hit, including a shaft for an underground site to construct weapons, 3 other weapons workshops, and an underground terrorist tunnel. During the strikes, at least 44 rockets were fired from Gaza towards southern Israel, Israeli media reported. Most were intercepted by Israel's Iron Dome defense system or fell in open areas, but at least 1 house in the city of Sderot was hit. There were no immediate reports of any casualties from either the strikes or the overnight rocket fire. The Israeli military said 25 of the 34 rockets were intercepted, but that 5 hit Israeli territory. In the northwestern border town of Shlomi, the rockets left craters in the road and damaged vehicles and a bank. A car was also damaged in the village of Fasuta. The attack came hours after the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah, which controls much of southern Lebanon, said it would support all measures taken by Palestinian groups against Israel. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu promised on Thursday night that Israel's response would exact a significant price from our enemies. An Israeli military spokesman told reporters following the overnight strikes in Lebanon and Gaza that the operation was over for the moment. Lieutenant Colonel Richard Hecht said, "At this stage, nobody wants an escalation right now. Quiet will be answered with quiet." The next couple of weeks are especially risky, as the Jewish Passover holiday and the Muslim holy month of Ramadan overlap, adding sensitivity to any incidents around the holy sites in Jerusalem. So these are all the latest developments so far that I presented to you. If you like my news, so please subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Goodbye.